Hello everybody and welcome to the video. Today is episode 21 of the LD Only series where we only use light dark units to beat the game. In the last video we had beaten the Rift Beasts and we had set on another quest or goal or whatever you want to call it to beat ToaH Hard 100 because this account hadn't done so yet. And it didn't take too long to beat it, I'll just say. It didn't take too long. I think we got it done in like a couple days. Not even a couple days, less than that. But obviously, when I beat it, I was just like, okay, we're going to just go straight back to farming, get some stuff. At least get some resources, you know, up and running or prepared or whatever for our next goal. And, yeah, so we had beaten that goal, of course, of beating ToaH Hard 100. And just for proof, I'll show you this record right here. If you take a look right here, it'll show cleared floor 100 on both normal and hard. We're not completing Trial of Ascension Hell mode for a while, so don't think that that's the next goal. But let's show you the units that we used for this real quick. Okay, so let's cut to the chase. Before I actually show you any units, I want to state this. While I did make a team to help me clear most of Trial of Ascension Hard, at least the one team I had, for the time being, it's not the end-all be-all. Because it's just like the team I built kind of revolves around dots and all that stuff and a lot of crowd control. And when you start getting into, you know, the boss stages especially, it can be kind of hard for your team to survive. So, for some stages I did switch out units, but I'll show you like what I did when we get there. But for now, we can go through some of the units I built. Like Thrain. So Thrain, I think, is a pretty obvious choice. If you do not know what Thrain does, to put it in the most simplest form, he places dots on his skill 2, and this, by the way, is not an attacking skill, so it doesn't it doesn't trigger any like counterattack or anything like that. It is just like placing a debuff. It's not an attack or whatever. I feel like it's important to say this, but places dots, and then with his skill 3 he attacks all enemies, and if the enemy I believe if the enemy has dots on them, he recovers his attack bar. So he can take tons of turns and proc through all of his skills pretty quickly. And me personally, it's like a late game build for him is violent, because it's like, imagine you use skill 2, his skill 2 grants you another turn, then use his skill 3. If you do stun everybody and you recover your attack bar, you gain another turn. You use skill 1, boom, violent proc, skill 2 again is up. It's just like, it has crazy potential, right? But in the beginning, you probably want to throw him on Despair Energy. Like if you're a new player, Despair Energy is a good build because it gives you the extra chance to stun. And at the end of the day, crowd controlling the enemy is more important. But I don't find any issues with this build. I mean, he's okay in speed, okay defense, okay HP, a good amount of accuracy, nothing crazy. He's not really grinded out too much. This rune could be meh. I mean, it could be a little better, but it is what it is. Yeah, so this is where he's at. This artifact reduces pretty much the damage he's taking. He deals damage based off of defense, the attack and defense up effects, plus 3%. Damage taken from fire and dark are decreased. Here, his skill 3 accuracy is increased. Crit damage taken minus 7%. More attack and defense up effects. I could have rolled out the skill 1 crit damage, but it didn't matter too much to me. I mean, I'm not super demanding of Thrain right here. He just needs to take a bunch of turns and land his dots, which he's gonna do. The next unit I built is Gina. She's on Despair Focus. She actually looks way better. Over 100 speed, not that great defense, 23k HP, 64% resistance, 78% accuracy. So here's what that looks like. Yeah, imagine if these were grinded out. Too bad I didn't grind them out. Her artifacts. So I'll be honest, I don't remember what the artifacts do. Like I said earlier, like I beat ToaH Hard 100 And then like after I did, like I farmed for like a week straight. Just so I can get prepared for our next challenge. But damage taken from light -9%, and then she deals additional damage based off of speed and HP, which is, I guess, cool. I just threw whatever I could on her. Here, this is kind of like all I care about is these artifacts right here, because these are the ones that increase accuracy. And as you can see, skill 1 accuracy and skill 3 accuracy are increased. Let's see. Let's see, can we turn that to skill 2 accuracy? Will that happen? No. But we'll do that like 3 more times, and then I just gonna move on. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with this. You don't want to give it to me. I think I had this guy built for a while, Gorgo, but speed, crit. He doesn't have a lot of crit rate. I mean, his passive gives him crit rate, so he's more at like 95% crit rate. But you can put him on speed, crit damage, HP. Give him some accuracy, and then he just has good crowd control, because whenever he attacks an enemy, if he lands a critical hit, he has a chance to stun them. So do this, plus he decreases attack power and attack bar. He wasn't like, I'll be honest, he was a backup unit. I built him as a backup unit, so he wasn't like on the team most of the time, but I built him anyways because I was like, okay, well, 1, good crowd control, because it's like you're gonna crit a good amount. And it's just like, if I had to switch out units that just weren't performing well, I could throw him in. But you guys already know Veramos is here. Veramos is always going to be a good unit to throw on the team. Passive cleanse, crowd control on his skill 2. Big damage, which helps with the boss stages. And then skill 1 has dots. So it's whatever. But still on his basic crap. I mean, he don't need to be changed. Skill 2 accuracy plus 22%. First attack crit damage plus 6%. I really like this one, actually. I might stay on him forever. But other than that, we went kind of old school with the other 2 units. Basalt on Despair Energy. He has a little bit of speed, tons of defense, not a whole lot of HP. I don't know why, but it's just like, if I see that you can do damage based off of something, I guess I'm building you damage, which I shouldn't have, but, you know, it's fine. He's tanky. He heals based off of his HP, which I should have given him more HP. But, I think with grinds, it's like he'd be insane. I think he'd have easily more than 20k HP, more than, about 1500 defense. Obviously more speed, more accuracy. But the reason he's here, again, skill 2, healing. Plus he places a defense buff on everybody. And this one decreases attack bar, so AoE crowd control. Then we got Manchura here. AoE slows, and then AoE defense break and dots. So this team, like, you would like think that it should beat pretty much any stage, but I'll show you something. So, boom, we have the team here. We're going to let it auto. The idea here is that technically nothing should stop them. We have strips. We have beneficial effects block with Gina. Manchura has defense breaks. And if dots don't work, which they won't work on like the boss, then we still have healing and defense buffs from Basalt. We have Manchura with the defense breaks. And we could always take out the side minions with the dots. And then we have Veramos, who is going to do big damage, right? Because Veramos does have pretty decent damage. The issue is when you get into these like high floors, landing your crap ain't too easy. But surely, slowly but surely, it seems like they're doing it, right? But with some of these boss stages, I did have difficulty beating them. Whether they're getting stalled out or something. But that, or it's like there was one stage, I think, with like Sierra, and like the bombs were crazy, and it's like we couldn't dot our way through it. We had to bring in like a Lauren, which I guess we'll find that stage in a second, so I could just show you. But like at least show you the team I use. I'm not gonna make you sit through the stage because it's like I can explain it when we look at it. But yeah, this team wasn't here for every single thing, but as you can see here, it's like I could throw this on auto, and for the most part, it clears it. So we have dots, and we also have a little bit of damage thanks to, like I said, Veramos and Mantura, because Mantura has the defense breaks. And since damage is based off of enemies' max HP, we don't really need an attack buff. So the thing that can be very annoying about this stage is if we don't land beneficial flex blocks on the enemy, that could spell trouble when we get him to half health. Another thing is Rashid, which is a Dark Epicon priest. While I have her, and if I were to build her, she's going to perform like doo-doo. When the enemy has her, apparently she loves to do big damage. I love that about this game. It's just like they make a unit look so good and tempting. Gosh, the resistance is killing me, man. And then you go and build them, and they don't do nothing. They're doo-doo, garbage, poo-poo. Yeah, Basalt, I need to take Basalt off of damage. It was stupid of me to throw him on damage. Should throw him on a straight support build. So this can be an issue, because it's like, okay, beneficial effects block. That's all I cared about. Okay, so we passed the threshold. That's cool. But as you can see, I've clearly made some errors with the team, but Basalt just needs to be just nothing but speed and HP with accuracy on a Despair energy build or Despair focus. And it seems like either the rest of them need more accuracy, which I don't think it's the case. It's just we're not getting lucky with our resistance checks or accuracy checks. But for the most part, the team performs. ToaH 90, floor hard, whatever. Floor hard, I don't care. Sleep deprived, like I said. Oh, did I really? Huh. I guess I did beat floor 100 using that team. I thought I didn't, I'll be honest. Which floor is it? So it was floor 70. Floor 70, I did not use this team because the bomb is just too much. But like because it's you're talking about ToaH hard floor 70. The bomb is going to be able to knock out units. So like I had to come in like with a Lauren. So I had to start switching out like Mantura with Lauren, and then like started switching out more units. And it's just like eventually it's like the only original member on the team was Veramos. But I think it's fine to make exceptions like that. I think this team could work, like regardless. Like I think like from floor 1 to 100, this team could work. Basalt just needs more accuracy and HP. Mantura just needs a little bit more accuracy, I suppose. And what is he on? Despair focus. He don't need no more accuracy. You're fine for the most part. You're fine for the most part. It's just you have issues, and then we were just really missing a lot with Mantura. Like 82% accuracy and you're missing? Like, fuck. But, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how that ToaH adventure went. And we got cool scrolls off of it. I summoned it and, of course, got nothing. So, yay. But, let's talk about our next goal. Because, while ToaH hard is so exciting, I'm more excited about going for Necropolis because, you know, we've had a couple Hall of Heroes pass by. We even have a new Hall of Heroes here. Yeah. One of the previous Hall of Heroes gave us the Light Cannon Girl, which she is somewhere here. boom, we got Emily, the light cannon girl. And she will definitely be a big help when it comes to beating the light beast. Or not the light beast, the Necropolis B10, Abyss, whatever. She's going to help us beat Necropolis. I'm sorry. She's going to help us beat Necropolis. So, I guess that's our goal. Do we even have Shaman built? We don't. But, we can kind of look at a team real quick. So, okay. Let me make a team and we'll be right back. Okay, so this is a team that I threw together, and I think that this is going to work. And let me explain this team right here. And I'll explain their builds. I guess the first thing we should talk about is speed tuning, because speed tuning is going to be a very important part of this. And this is all in my head, right? Obviously, this hasn't been tested because I just threw this together. But either Lauren or Saren have to be the fastest. I don't care which. I guess I want Saren to be the it really doesn't matter because they're going to both do the same crap. Either attack, or Lauren doesn't do attack break, but it's like disturb HP recovery or defense break. They're both going to do the same thing. I guess I would probably want Saren to move first because out of everyone, she's the quote-unquote most useless. She's really here for the multi-hits. But if I can get Saren to deal her hits first, that'll really work out for us. That'll work out really well. Then Lauren. Then Droopy Jr. So Droopy Jr. is third fastest. And then Emily. And then obviously Shaman's the slowest. So I guess let's explain a couple things. So getting to the boss fight's not going to be difficult at all, especially thanks to Emily. But once we're in there, obviously the first thing that's going to happen is either Shaman or Emily's being taken. Period. Right? When she gets taken, you guys know that the imprisoned soul, if we could see it here, they get a barrier that nullifies 3 attacks, right? I want the quote-unquote most useless person, aka the person who's not dealing a bunch of damage, to take away that nullification or the barrier or whatever you want to call it. And then units like Lauren or Droopy Jr. can go in. Right? But it's just like, I hope you understand my strategy here. Plus, it's just like when we go to attack the boss, it's just like if I can get Saren to move first, it's like she'll take down most of the barrier because I believe it's 7 hits. Is it 7 hit? 7 hits? 7 hits. Yeah. Okay, so it's 7 hits. But she could deal most of the barrier, or she could do most of the barrier. Then Lauren will go in, and she'll either finish off the barrier depending on the skills that are being used, or it'll almost be gone. And again, that's when Droopy Jr. will come in, and Droopy Jr. will definitely finish it off unless she uses her skill too. But even then, if she doesn't finish it off, Emily comes in, and no matter what, Emily finishes it off. Whether it's any of her skills that she uses. But if she uses this, it's going to be great. So, yeah. And then Shaman goes in, does big damage. Healing is not going to be an issue. If the turn order goes right, Shaman's skill 1 should heal everybody. So, that's going to be great. So, God, with Shaman, it's just like, I hate how its damage increases according to attack speed. I hate it so much. Should damage increases like according to attack or debuffs or something. But like, because it's like I don't want him fast. But yeah, so Saren is going to be on like a swift blade build. And maybe we can get her on like some speed crit damage attack. Get her on some accuracy and HP in the substat. So she's not going to be too incredibly powerful. But if she can be fast enough to outspeed Lauren, that'd be great. But she, obviously, as you can see, she's not on anything. Lauren is on that triple revenge build, which is great. Because when the boss hits us or attacks us, she will revenge proc. Droopy Jr. Gosh. she might very well. If I could get her on Triple Revenge, that'd be cool. But I might just stick her with the a rage build, speed, crit damage, attack. Yeah. And do the same thing with like Saren, where I'm making her like semi-tanky and then also semi-do damage. Emily, here's her build for now. But very iffy, I guess. Not really iffy. I mean, she's fast enough. She has a good amount of crit damage, so that's cool. But yeah, I want to be very, very intricate when it comes to the runes. Like, when I go to rune them, I'm going to give them the best runes. Like, I want to give them some of my best runes. And hopefully, maybe later on in the week, we can make an update video on this. But it really depends on how the farming goes. If anything, I can always make a miniature video updating you guys. But, yeah, I think that's kind of the goal. The next goal is beating Necropolis Abyss. Hoping to God I can get at least a minute 40, minute 50 consistent time. But, yeah, so that's our goal. So let's take out some of these units, because we got Droopy Jr. in there, and then we also got Saren. But yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think of my team. Is there a better team that I could use? Maybe. Who knows? You guys tell me in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.